Hey there, it's Wayfair here, where delivery and setup are as easy as a few taps on your phone. You're relaxing in an old hammock, scrolling Wayfair's app, when you spot it, a brand new patio set. Next thing you know, Wayfair delivers it right to your patio and sets it up. Oh, you need a new grill too? All right, Wayfair's got you covered. With Wayfair's Room of Choice delivery and fast expert setup on qualifying orders, life gets a little easier. Visit wayfair.com or the Wayfair app.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
You've probably seen people that say that geo is the new SEO. In truth, there is a bit of a mix-up here. There are totally two different GEOs that we're going to be talking about today. And if you don't get this straight, AI will not show who you are, or your clients will never look for you. So let's actually fix this so that we get straight what we need to do. Hey, I'm Veronica De Polo, and with more than 15 years being in marketing strategies, are you ready for actionable bite-sized episodes about business advice on marketing, branding, and messaging to take your business to the next level? If you're a service business owner, we'll show you how to attract qualified leads on social media and beyond. We'll reveal the art of showcasing your brand effectively, and will uncover the best strategies to hook your audience so they keep coming for more. Say goodbye to outdated marketing strategies and embrace the power of change. Welcome to the Branding Momentum Podcast. So there is a slight confusion, right? GEO, right, is the hottest new acronym that everybody's raving about. You hop on a TikTok, you hop on a Instagram reel, on a short, or on anything, and people are talking about GEO. Some mean Generative Engine Optimization, which means that AI is how they actually engine things like from ChatGPT and how they decide who they're going to recommend. Other people talk about geo as in geo-positioning, which is completely different, but also very good because it means local keywords and, the city of the name or where you are or the street, anything. Everything is geolocation, which is very different, obviously, now from Generative Engine Optimization. Now, both matter in different ways, but most service bases don't realize that they're not the same. And that's why I wanted to come here and explain this, something very simple to you, because maybe you've been listening to about it, which actually happened to me. I thought I was talking about geolocation, and it wasn't. And I ended up learning something new. And that's why I'm here, to set the record straight. So what does really Generative Engine Optimization really means? It is the evolution of SEO, Search Engine Optimization, which is everything that we knew from, how the keywords that you needed to have on your website, on your descriptions on YouTube. All that SEO has evolved, meaning that Google can give you 10 results, but AI only gives you one answer. That is what actually means. It gathers everything instead of giving you a bunch of links, and now it gives you one simple answer for you to take from that. And if you're not referable, if they're not referring you, which is my mission in life seems to be for the mid part of 2025. And actually, if you're not referable, but also your services aren't clear and your FAQs style content is not clear and it's not consistent, AI will literally won't be able to actually recommend you. Why? Because when you envision and you create content, and this is maybe something that we'll need to discuss later in the future, but we're not creating content anymore for people. We are creating content now for AI tools, and I will actually dissect that into a future episode. But let's go back to the geo because I don't want you to get confused. Now, the geo, which means the geographic positioning, AI does need to know where you are located, so it can actually pull those answers. So if, for example, you are a wedding planner in Paris versus a person that, is helping women daydream about what they want to do, it is completely different for them to actually pinpoint who you actually are. Now, if your service and your city never appear together anywhere where you have all that information online, and I'm talking about really online, digital, right? You are invisible to the local clients, but also to the AI. So how are we going to actually do this? Let me give you like a little bit of a reality check with an example, okay? So let's say that you have two designers, one in Dublin, okay? So designer A is a website that does brand identity and designers in Dublin. And that's what they say. And they're listed, in a directory, and they've answered Quora questions and threads maybe once, okay? Designer B has an Instagram bio that says helping women shine. And they post daily, but never mention the location or the service that they actually do clearly for AI. So guess who ChatGPT or Claude or Perplexity is going to pick when somebody asks about a designer in Dublin? Yes. Ding, 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 ding. The designer that has the location. And they also appear in Quora because they answer a question. So to them, and if you haven't listened to the previous episode about this, is the more credibility that they can find that you actually are a human and people, you are answering those questions, they will pull that information and they will actually suggest and recommend your business. Now, why service-based business owners need both geos, okay? Both geos. Because the first geo, which is the generative, makes AI engines trust and recommend you. And the geo, meaning the geolocation, they will actually make sure that you are the name clients actually get in the city. So they actually see who you are. So they will have your business, they will have your city. It's like long tail keywords. So the more you explicitly can say what you are and who you serve and how you do it, not broad content, not broad words. So this is why it's so important because I'm a marketing and messaging expert. So the words that we write need to be very descriptive, tangible. It needs to be concise and detailed. So these AI tools actually grab these. So these two need to live and work inside all your content and everywhere you are. So both, you cannot do one without the other. You have to have them both so you're not invisible. Okay? Now, I want to be clear that geo isn't like a jargon kind of thing. No, it's how clients are being introduced to you in 2025. And if you're not showing up where AI and the clients look, you are basically handing the lead to somebody else. So they're going to be recommending somebody else. Maybe your competitor is actually putting better keywords and words to explain what they actually do for who they actually work. That's why I've always say you have to know who you work with and who you don't want to work with so that people know very clear, but this is the same thing for AI. Now, if you definitely want to stop being that invisible person, that invisible entrepreneur and business owner because you have a small service business, then please subscribe to Branding Momentum Podcast because Every Thursday, I come here and I dissect what is actually happening. And this is my mission in 2025. Probably is going to be in 2026, which I will be dissecting what is happening and how you can actually take advantage of what is happening in AI, in ChatGPT, Perplexity, and all these things so that we can be better. Not to hustle. Nah. We are very busy business owners and we tend to our clients. And my job is to actually help you serve, but also give you the tools so you can actually decide at the end what do you want to do and how you want to show up, because showing up is very important. Anyway, I'll see you same time, same place next week. Bye-bye.